Immigration is a rather complicated thing, and the words "where I was born, I came in handy there" for many of us have a rather dubious meaning. To emigrate means to commit an act of trust in yourself, your choice, the country and culture that you have chosen. Therefore, such a choice should be based not only on love for a particular country, but also on what the chosen country can give you. These should be countries and cities that offer good job prospects, allow diversity in social life, and offer exciting travel opportunities. Such an experience can not only change your life, but also make it so fantastic that you no longer want to return home. Which cities are most suitable for moving, and why are they considered the best for life? Number 1. Amsterdam, the Netherlands. According to Mercer, Amsterdam ranks 11th in the ranking of the quality of life of cities in the world. Amsterdam has a special atmosphere and energy that gives off an international spirit in a modern design scene thanks to its architecture. At the same time, the city manages to preserve most of the authenticity typical to the Dutch. You can ride on the canals, buy tulips and Bloemenmarkt, and walk along the same streets as Rembrandt passed. Amsterdam residents have a great sense of rhythm regarding work and personal life. They are able to enjoy both, and you will definitely learn to appreciate this lifestyle by spending a weekend in Vandela Park, sipping a glass of another Heineken in a wooden bars far from the work email. But most importantly, Amsterdam is a few hours away from 4 different countries, which will allow you to visit Dusseldorf, Brussels, Lille and Luxembourg on weekends, and fill them with art, architecture and a great mood. The average salary in Amsterdam is about 2,700 euros, but if you are a representative of one of the most popular professions, then the salary will be higher. 4,000 euros for workers from the IT sphere, 3,000 for accountants, etc. The minimum wage is 1,635 euros and a studio apartment can be rented for 1,000 euros. And here you can save a lot on transport by joining the culture of the Dutch and mastering the bike. Thus it will be possible to improve health and save money. Number 2. Singapore. Singapore is an international financial center with multinational corporations and communication companies. Looking at the skyscrapers towering to the sky, you involuntarily begin to think about amazing career prospects. Speaking about the opportunities that city can give, it should also be mentioned that there is a very low crime rate and amazing public transport. And what can I say, a variety of Asian food is another reason to move. Fried noodles, coconut kaya jam, spicy salad, rajak. These are just some of the dishes that are worth trying. Singapore is very friendly to foreigners. After all, there are more than a quarter of the population here. The average salary of a resident in Singapore is 2,600 euros. A one-bedroom apartment 30 minutes away from the center can be rented for 1,000 euros. Canberra, Australia. Often in our imagination, there is an idea that we need to move to Sydney or at least to Melbourne. But Canberra is the capital of Australia. It is a little-known city compared to other Australian megacities. The city is very young, it is just 100 years old. Residents of the city know that there are no traffic jams on the roads. The city has a fairly extensive area of 814 square kilometers, justified by the presence of numerous green spaces that make it a spacious city. Unlike many world capitals, the population here is only 370,000 people. This feature makes the city quite calm. It is nice that the sea and the mountains are only 2 hours from the capital. The salaries in Canberra are the highest in Australia, about 45,000 euros, and housing can be rented for 1,000 euros in the city center. Number 4. Montreal, Canada. The city is called Paris on the other side of the world, and UNESCO called it the City of Design. Montreal is the second largest city in Canada after Toronto. This is a great solution for those who intend to move here to study. It is in Montreal that some of the top universities in the world are located, one of which is McGill University. The city can definitely be called a student city. It is not a shame to be an external student here. It is absolutely normal that on lectures you can see both the young guys who are 20 years old and those who are over 45. There are many advantages in Montreal for newcomers, those who have moved here recently. For families, children, students, people with disabilities. There is a Russian-speaking community of immigrants here who help to understand what is better and where and how to save money in order to live in prosperity. Montreal has a special charm associated with its majestic architecture of the 19th century, hidden scenes of blues and jazz, and diverse gastronomic culture. With an average salary of 4,000 euros in the city, you can rent an apartment for 1,000. Numerous events and festivals are held in the city throughout the year. In summer, with the onset of warm temperatures, the whole city seems to gather in parks. People arrange barbecues, walking or cycling, and do outdoor sports. In winter, however, it's quite cold here, and Montreal is considered the coldest city in Canada. but there are places nearby where you can go skiing, and there are a huge number of free ice rinks. The city is definitely suitable for all lovers of winter sports. Portland, the USA. Portland, with its population of about 600,000 people, is the most populous city in Oregon, which for Americans is a symbol of untouched nature. With its coniferous forests, nature parks, the absence of polluting industries and congested megacities, Portland can definitely be called a young student city. After all, the world-famous Portland State University is located here, and just an hour's drive from it is the largest university in Oregon, Oregon State University, where more than 30,000 students study. But lovers of cultural enrichment will appreciate Powell's Books. This is the largest bookstore in the world. Portland is also known for its traditionally held Rose Festival. All lovers of flowers and romance take note of this city. As for wages, in euros it is on average 5,000, and the apartment can be rented for 1,700. And Russians who have been living in Portland for several years note that prices for food and entertainment are sometimes lower than in Russia. The only expense that will be significantly higher than in Russia is the internet. In America it costs about $55 to $75 a month. For girls, various beauty treatments, manicures, pedicures, and so on can become a headache. Prices in beauty salons are much higher than in Russia, and the quality is often worse. But remember, you can always find private craftsmen everywhere.